Hey, here's our mini reformer lesson. I am pulling the carriage down and I'm adding on 3 red springs. Heavy resistance for leg strengthening. And the foot bar goes up. I'm going to lie down. Feet on the foot bar, heels together, toes apart. Arms can go open, bending the elbows, holding onto the black bar that holds right by the straps, or arms can go long by your side. Now, when you change your feet in different positions against the foot bar, you're automatically working different muscles in the legs. I prefer heels together, toes apart, where you're starting now, because you're really engaging the glutes. You're pressing against the balls of the feet, squeezing your bum. Feet together, wrapped toes. And I'm always neutral spine. I can put my fingertips underneath my low back or not, but you always retain neutral when you do leg work. This is arches of the feet. Legs are squeezing together, knees are tight like a little magnet, but you're not locking the knee. So you're trying to resist the urge of hyperextending the knee when you do leg work. So right here, I'm on heels together, and that is almost like a yoga chair pose, okay? And I always love to squeeze my knees together to feel the core connection. Exhaling as I push away, which is the beginner breathing. Exhale, push away. Now you can open your feet hip distance, and now I'm going to do bridge. Bridge in Pilates is called hip roll. So you lift it up to hip roll by rolling through the spine. Now when you push the carriage away, you're neutral. So you bend the knees, you lift right back up neutral. Push it down low, come back up high. Press, squeeze, drop, hover, bend and return. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Oh, sorry, I misspoke. This is the last one. So 5 times back and forth, and now I love this one. So you're an inch above the carriage, and you're driving it back and forth like you've got a cup of tea on your back. This almost feels like a leg press at the gym, but it's even better because you've got to keep your core engaged and your alignment perfect, right? Arms are out by the side, come back up high last time, and softly, slowly roll down through the spine as you unwind and release to the hips. Hugging knees to chest. Always a good idea here to take spinal rotation, dropping the knees one way and looking the other way, and then switching it. Big breath in and out. Feels so good, almost like you're getting up first thing in the morning, taking that big stretch before you start moving for your day. And this is just a little reset button before we move on to upper body. And dropping down to 1 red spring. I'm going to do mermaid with rotation. The legs are in like the letter Z. You're going to bring that one arm up and side bend, press the carriage away, trying to get the fingertips together. Awesome side bend stretch against spring tension. And you're rotating through the mid-back now to add rotation. So you're going to rotate, look at the floor, and you're going to open up your grip and stay and enjoy that stretch. Now bend the elbows out to the side and push it back. You're going to retract, lift up, look up, protract, push away. One more time, hold it out, and then shift the weight and release the arm up and around as you return back to where you started. Now, when you do side series on reformer, you always want to turn around and do the other side. So this is mermaid, and mermaid with rotation. Always a very cool stretch, and it's very unique to stretch the QL. The QL is a muscle called the quadratus lumborum, and it's sort of like where my dark purple is on my top here. Now I'm going to hug it in, pull my stomach in, rotate, look at the floor, open my grip, and stay and enjoy the stretch. 3 times, bend the elbows out to the side, retract, shoulders, protract. 2 more. Good, it's inhale, bend, lift up, look up, exhale, protract, push it away, look down. Feels awesome. Shift the weight and release it up and around. Everybody loves Mermaid with rotation. There's a lot going on here, but it's a quick study, let me tell you. So again, that's light spring when you do the upper body. Now we're moving on to medium springs to stretch the legs and the arms. This is one of my favorite, called elephant. All the weight's in your heels. Legs are straight. Arms are locked. Torso is stable. And you're just going back and forth. Inhale to push it away. Exhale, draw the legs in. It feels awesome. And it starts off being about like legs, but then your shoulders and neck feel really good too. Now we're doing single leg stretch on the floor. Inhale, down, down. Exhale, up, up. Inhale, down, down. Push the carriage away. You're still in medium spring. 1 red, 1 blue. Inhaling and exhaling. And you can also hold this down and come down the forearms. And you're going to look up and down. Feels awesome on the neck. And roll your head down and around. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just love that. I always teach this to my clients. They love it. Single leg stretch on the floor is a safe and supported lunge. And you can even crawl across the carriage, or you can walk around and take a little field trip, like I like to joke around and say. You're always bending the front knee though. People have a tendency to straighten that front leg, but your inhale, down, down. This feels awesome because you're stretching hip flexors. So if you're sitting at a desk all day and driving a car too much or whatever, your hip flexors are tight, this is your go-to right here. And I always drop the head and roll down and around like that because the neck is actually connected to the front line of the body. Can you believe it? So in that note, we are going to work more upper body with something called back rowing. Okay? I'm sitting the opposite direction, which is backwards as compared to when you lie down doing leg work and footwork. And when you bring the arms back like this, straight down by the hips, it's called the plow. So I'm exhaling as I bring my arms back, exhaling, engaging the core. Now I'm going to go to airplane. See how my arms are like in the letter A? And again, where the purple part is on my top here in this video, you're trying to sit up nice and straight. Going to open elbows. Everybody loves open elbows. Elbows squeezing the shoulder blades back together like you're crushing that walnut in between the shoulder blades. Again, a lot of postural moves here. You can hinge back at the hips to add a little bit more intensity and then letting it go. One of my favorite moves is called the roll down. So your arms are in a circle. This is a mat Pilates move on reformer. You're going to hug your belly in and softly fold over. The slower, the better. So you're going to sit up straight, shake out those shoulders, inhale, exhale, curl back, hands to chest. You keep your fist at the chest and you hug it and roll forward. Oh, and now I'm stretching out my shoulders. Sorry about that. So this one is an add-on to the roll down. So you roll back, you inhale, flip it out, and you hug it and fold over, up and around. Now I'm going to do front rowing. So crisscross applesauce or legs long, but you're trying to sit up nice and straight. Hips to ribs are stacked. Good. Now, first thing we're going to do is you're going to do hug a tree. So open the arms out in a T, but bending the elbows. So you got to be careful of that. There's 4 exercises I usually do. Hug a tree, overhead shoulder press, the offering, and circles. I frequently teach this at the end of a class. It just kind of tops it all off. It's challenging, but not too much. I do hug a tree. It's inhale, open, exhale, close. I usually do 5, maybe 10 repetitions, depending on the group. Okay, but 5's good for here. So overhead shoulder press, you're reaching up, almost like a little high five. And you're going to try to keep the rib cage tight. So inhale, exhale, reach up. Now the offering, okay, yep, you want your ribs together. The offering is elbows and palms up. You open, palms up. You bring it back and down. So it's exhale up, inhale open, exhale close and down. And 3 more. Exhale, inhale, sit up straight, close and down. And 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, bring it back. Last one. It's up, open, together, down. And now do circles. I always joke around like that's your little cheerleader move, your inner cheerleader move. And you're just trying to, again, just stretch the chest open. This feels so good. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Call me, reach out, let's connect soon.